Hi everyone, I'm Phil from Tech for Text. Today we're looking at this Marvo keyboard. It's compact and it's slightly unique. It's the KG934 and we have links in the description just below. Before we go on to the main video, if you would do us a favour, click that like button, subscribe, click the bell as well. That way you'll get notifications of new videos and live streams we do. Again, doing all these things helps support the channel, and helping to support the channel allows us to release more videos, better quality videos, and more content exclusively just for you. Okay, so we've got the keyboard here. As you can see, the keyboard looks pretty nice on the box. It does say it's got blue switches. Those are Otomo blue switches, so that's pretty good. It does say driver programmable on there, full anti-ghosting. It's RGB mechanical as well. What it doesn't actually tell you is it's sort of like a two-zone colouring. The side effect here, which is hard to really see on the box, I suppose, you can set that as a different colour or RGB effect to the rest of the keyboard. So it sort of like brightens up your desk to the side sort of thing, so it looks sort of a bit sci-fi-ish, and I think it does, especially with that sort of a chrome edging around there as well. It's a bit sci-fi-ish, to be honest with you. It looks pretty nice, to be honest. Obviously it's UK layout because we're in the UK, but otherwise that's pretty much it for the front of the box. On the back of the box, it does go on about obviously the switches there as well. You've also got seamless gaming, it says, and then it tells you about that lighting zone on there as well. The top of the box does say it is pro gaming as well, which is always a bonus. It is a frameless and compact TKL design, but it is a bit unique. I don't know if you can tell from the front of the box, and they don't really shout about it, to be honest with you. But normally on a TKL keyboard, they remove the number pad on the right-hand side. But on this one, instead of removing the number pad, they've got rid of the things like your home, scroll up, down, and stuff like that from there, and put the number pad on the top right-hand corner. So it's a slightly different layout what you're probably used to. But if you like the number pad and you don't use those other buttons like insert and print screen and all those different things, then it might be ideal for you actually, because you then got a compact keyboard which has then got the number pad as well, which is a bonus. Okay, so I've turned some of the studio lighting off so you can see this a bit better. Obviously the lighting on there, because it does sort of, the bright lights does sort of like make it look a lot dimmer. But inside the box we've got a manual in there, tells you about it. There is software on the website you can download. We'll go into that in a few minutes. Comes with a nice little sticker as well if you're interested. Keycap remover to obviously remove keycaps. Bit of foam to protect it. A piece of, it's like parchment paper, what says born for gaming, what comes inside. Other than making it look nice, it's not really practical in all honesty. And then you've got like a foam cover as well inside there, so to keep it nice and protected and everything. So it's not too bad, not lots of plastic, but they could have done a little bit better. I'm not sure why you'd need really that little piece of paper that says born for gaming, to be honest. On top of that, you've got the box. It's actually more of a sleeve with a box inside. It does look pretty nice. It's got that pro gaming written on it there. It does look the part, but then again, once you've taken the keyboard out of the box, are you really ever going to use the box ever again? But obviously that's obviously down to preference. Let's take a closer look at the keyboard itself. We've got it plugged in already. So the cable is fully braided on there. So that's pretty nice to see. And it's got a nice wrap around it to tidy the cable up rather than those plastic metal wraps they normally have. The cable length is 1.5 meters long. And you can also, well, if you actually look at it, you can see the colour effect there, but you can also see the colouring effect on the side here. And if you put it on the table, you can see it sort of brightens this side of the table out and the game with this side here as well, which is pretty good. So it's sort of like a two-zone lighting effect. So you can change these and then you can change that as well. There is software on there for you to adjust the keys and stuff. We'll look at that in a bit more depth. But the basics is to change these, the lighting on the ends. You hold your function key down and then you press the close bracket option, and I don't know if you can really see it, but you can see that's gone off and it's put like multicolored on. It's full red, full green, blue and so forth. I'll put it sideways on so you can probably see a little bit better. For example, you can see all the different effects there. Okay, and then you can also change the effects of the other keys by holding the function down and then pressing some of the other buttons around the keyboard to change brightness up and down and the effects, which is pretty nice. The bottom of the keyboard itself, let's have a quick look. You do have 2 feet at the front, so they are rubberized, as well as 2 feet at the back, which are, yeah, they are rubberized and adjustable, so that's good. So that'll stop it slipping around much. And if I can get it out, there we go. So that's pretty good. It's only 1 step increasement, so it's either on or off basically for the height adjustment, and then you've got all the specifications there. Even with that on, the adjustable feet, it's not really going to budge round. It's pretty solid on the actual table. It's not sliding, which is really good. Now, to give you a rough sound test, what this sounds like, let me just put the keyboard at an angle so I can get to it. So let's do 1 key at a time. There we go. So again, it is blue switches. They're not going to be the quietest in the world, but saying that, I have heard a lot worse. So that's pretty good, to be honest with you. Feels nice. This spacebar, it's got a little bit of a wobble on it. Most of them generally do. Could do with probably a couple more stabilizers on there just to stop it moving around. The other keys seem all right. The return's got a slight wobble on it. But otherwise it's pretty good. But as you can see here with the keyboard, you've got no special buttons or anything like that, no macro keys, no media keys. What you get is what you see. Obviously you can always use stuff like your function key and so forth, or alt and press between the sound volume up and down and different things like that. Obviously that's totally up to yourself. And you can adjust the lighting effects all through there. But you've got this number pad here. This is where you usually got like some different function keys up here for, as I said, like print, screen, page up, page down and different things. But this is actually a number pad, so you can use that just like a number pad or you would on a full-size keyboard, which normally on a 10 keyless, that's what TKL stands for, is 10 keyless. So that means it usually misses this bit off, and instead of losing the keypad, they've sort of moved it over here. But otherwise it looks pretty good. Let's have a quick look at the software. Okay, the software is here. It's pretty generic software, to be honest. I've seen on multiple different keyboards. You've got different profiles you can set up, so you can set this keyboard up for slightly different profiles. If you were to click on the individual keys, let's just say when we go on profile 2, as long as the light option is unticked, you can click on each individual key and then assign a key, macro or even media, so you can make each key do a different thing depending on the profile you're running, which is good. Okay, so if you wanted to set each individual key as a different colour, you have to go on where it says basically the mode, which it says colour loop. You click on that one and you go down to the bottom what says game mode. That way you can then set each individual key up as a different colour. So normally it's set up as the W, S and D one colour, then the arrow keys another colour. You can basically click on each of these keys and choose the colour you actually want them to be, and those keys will individually light up. But again, that's totally up to you which keys you have lit up, and again you can change the colour of those between whatever colour you wish, which is pretty good. There are lots of different effects on there, so you've got let's just say you've got random on there, which is, well, obviously random, and you've also got different things like wave effects and different things like that, even retro snake effects where it goes back and forth and so forth, and you can change the speed of those effects as well. So it's really up to you what you want to do. Let me just show you the actual keyboard when it's running these different effects. Okay, so as you can see there, you've got basically the snake mode on there. You've got rainbow wheel on there, so as you can see it sort of goes around in a circle, the effect does. You've got another wave format there, and again you can adjust the speed so it doesn't look all over the place, as well as a few different ones as well. So you've got flash away, so I'm guessing when you press the keys, yeah, it obviously flashes. Again, you can adjust the speed on that so it's a little bit slower, and so forth. So as you can see, you can set each key individually if you wish, or you can again choose one of the preset modes or colours to whatever you wish. But again, you've got different profile options on there. You can adjust each thing to a different macro media button if you really wanted to. But it gives you a rough idea how it is, and otherwise that should be it. Thank you for watching this video, everyone. It's really appreciated you made it all the way to the end. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and even click that bell so you get notifications of new videos and live streams. It does help support the channel, and supporting the channel basically means that we can release more content for you, and also better quality content going forward. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.